December 21st, 1988. A Pan Am flight takes off from London. It would never see its destination. 259 passengers and crew aboard Flight 103, plus 11 residents of a small Scottish town. Their stories ended in a single moment when a bomb tore through the winter sky. This is the story of Pan Am Flight 103 and the 270 lives lost over Lockerbie. The aircraft was the Clipper Maid of the seas, a Boeing 747 heading to New York for Christmas. Among the passengers were 35 students, Syracuse University students returning home. They had just completed their study abroad, excited to reunite with family for the holidays. The flight seemed routine, normal, but danger was hidden in the cargo hold, a suitcase containing a cassette player. But this was no ordinary music device. Inside the cassette player, Semtex plastic explosive connected to a sophisticated timer. The bomb had traveled on multiple flights, from Malta to Frankfurt to London. At 7:03 p.m. over Lockerbie, Scotland, the timer reached zero. The explosion was immediate, catastrophic. Tearing the aircraft apart at 31,000 feet, the cockpit section separated instantly. The main fuselage became a falling fireball. Witnesses on the ground saw the impossible, a raining fire from the night sky. The main wreckage hit Sherwood Crescent, creating a massive crater, destroying homes. All 259 people on board died instantly. 11 people on the ground also perished. The peaceful town of Lockerbie became the center of an international tragedy. Emergency services rushed to the scene, facing unimaginable destruction. The crash site stretched for 85 square miles. Wreckage scattered across the Scottish countryside. At New York's JFK Airport, Christmas greetings turned to mourning. The investigation began immediately. This would be Britain's largest murder inquiry. Investigators faced a massive challenge, reconstructing the aircraft from thousands of pieces. Every fragment told a story. Every piece of evidence mattered. The key clue came from blast patterns, showing the explosion came from a specific container. Forensic experts identified the bomb, a plastic explosive hidden in a cassette player. The timer was traced to a specific type, an MST-13 timer used by Libyan intelligence. Clothing in the suitcase provided another clue, traced to a shop in Malta called Mary's House. The shop owner remembered a customer, a Libyan man named Abdelbasset al-Megrahi. Megrahi was a Libyan intelligence officer working undercover for Libyan Arab Airlines. A second suspect was identified, Al-Amin Khalifa Fima, the station manager in Malta. The motive appeared to be retaliation for 1986 U.S. airstrikes on Libya. For years, Libya denied involvement. International sanctions pressured the country. Finally, in 1999, Libya surrendered the suspects for trial under Scottish law in the Netherlands. The trial at Camp Zeist began in 2000. The world watched for justice. The prosecution presented its case: the timer, the clothing, the witness testimony. The defense argued it was a setup, claiming other groups were responsible. In 2001, the verdict came. Abdelbasset al-Megrahi, guilty. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, with a minimum term of 27 years. Al-Amin Khalifa Fima was acquitted. The case against him was not proven. Megrahi was sent to a Scottish prison, but the story was far from over. In 2009, a shocking development. Megrahi was diagnosed with terminal cancer. The Scottish government made a controversial decision, releasing him on compassionate grounds. His return to Libya caused international outrage, as he received a hero's welcome. Megrahi maintained his innocence until death, dying in Tripoli in 2012. In 2003, Libya accepted responsibility and paid compensation to victims' families. But many questions remain unanswered. Was Megrahi truly the only guilty party? Some believe others were involved, that the full truth remains hidden. The legacy of Lockerbie continues in improved aviation security worldwide, stricter baggage screening procedures, better passenger verification systems. But above all, Lockerbie's legacy is one of human loss and remembrance. Memorials stand in both the U.S. and Scotland, honoring the 270 victims. The Syracuse University Memorial remembers the 35 students lost. The Lockerbie Memorial Cairn built with 270 stones, one for each life. Each year on December 21st, services are held around the world. Families, friends, and communities gather to remember those who were lost. The pain remains, even after decades, a reminder of the cost of terrorism. The search for complete truth continues, as does the quest for justice. 270 voices silenced in an instant, but their memory echoes through time.